One of the things that Mr. Jagannath Reddy has been saying from the beginning is that he believes there was information which people close to Mr. Naidu had used. And now the minister putting out your name and saying that your family, and not just in your name but in your extended family's name, have bought a lot of land and therefore sought to benefit from that information.
Okay, let me clarify. Fundamentally, in the capital region of 29 villages, either myself or my extended family never bought or sold even a single cent of land. Yesterday, Mr. Botsa Satyanarayana, whatever he has announced in the media, and also they have printed in Sakshi newspaper, some unrelated names, whosever family name is starting with my name as elementally, they have just thrown up some information, but based on all that, I got it verified. First of all, ours is a large family which we all independently handle, but however, in order to give more clarity to the public through the media, I got it verified, and between 1912 to 2012, there are number of purchase and sales in Virlapadu Mandalam, which is almost about 80 kilometers away from the capital area, that comes under Krishna district of erstwhile Nandigam Taluka, wherein that's my mother's village, except that there is not even a single cent of land either sold or purchased in the capital area. So this is totally a baseless allegation what they are putting.
A few of those names seem to suggest that's your brother, sister-in-law.
Yes. No, they also have.
And they are calling them your benami in that sense.
No, my brother, sister-in-law, my father need not be my benamis. They have got their own means fully, and they all with the right means they have got. That also I am telling, between 1912 and 2012 there is a record available. They are in the right position in the government. Why not they order for the information? So I would appreciate if they can throw some factual information rather than simply giving these false allegations.
You were with the TDP earlier when Amravati was chosen. Now there seem to be indications that this government does not want Amravati to progress as the future capital. What is your own view as now a central government representative?
No, as far as the capital is concerned, that time I was also in TDP ruling government. That time, even 1953, there was a move that capital has to come between Guntur and Vijayawada. However, because of political reasons, they have set up at Kurnool. After proper study and also after completing the scientific study only, the capital decision was taken there, to the best of my knowledge goes. And procedurally also, I am sure that the erstwhile government, they have followed all the procedures like passing resolutions in the assembly and all such kind of things. Thereby, capital means it is not something like we use one shirt today and throw away and change. Capital is mainly to administer all the growth centers. So at that point of time, that is being the centrally located place, and development has to take place in different places. Undoubtedly, every district has to be developed, and capital nowadays with the technology and all, it's very easy to monitor. So the question of shifting the capital should not have raised at all. So further, I don't know. That's what when these farmers approached me, I also told them they should go back and find out from the Honorable Chief Minister instead of hearing all these loose comments. But to my surprise, the responsible positions where Mr. Botsa Satyanarayana is the minister in charge, I think he is giving very loose statements. One minister says that, the other minister, Mr. Avanti Srinivas Rao, he said, no, Botsa Satyanarayana is not the right person to talk about capital, and we have to wait for the chief minister this thing. All this kind of misleading statements definitely made the locals and farmers in a big tension. That's what when I visited, I felt that they are all really worried, because they never wanted to sell or give. Then the erstwhile government and the chief minister persuaded them, convinced them, and taken over. They are all good fertile lands, taken over with some kind of land pooling scheme. So today it is not fair to harass them like this.
The contractual obligation towards those farmers, even that is not being honored, is what we understand.
I am told yesterday they have released the 5th lease rentals. So next lease rental is only after 1 year. The contractual obligation is to pay for 10 years. With an assumption that during these 10 years, the residual land parcel of 1450 square yards is expected to fetch them better price. That is the idea.
All the contracts virtually which didn't proceed beyond 25% to whatever, everything coming in for review. As someone who belongs to Andhra Pradesh, what is the signal that it is sending, and as someone who is an industrialist as well?
Definitely all industries are going back. There is no second opinion about that. I don't know, the same bureaucrats, same IAS officers and officers were there earlier. What kind of advices they are giving, I am not able to understand. Because practically Andhra Pradesh, 2 days I was there, every area, the economy has come to a grinding halt. Whether it is hotels or restaurants or anything you touch upon, everything is really in bad shape, which they should have not done. For example, Polavaram project, I don't know if there is any corruption have taken place, so they can always catch hold of them. But why should we stop the project, which is being fully financed by the government of India? And they have called, everything is being dragged to the court. We can't we can't give governance with court's interference for every small thing. Now 2-3 matters that has gone. Polavaram is stopped, and power purchase agreements is in big problem because there will be international investors, there will be international lenders, international staff, so many things will be there. So sovereign guarantees are basically they all invest only with the sovereign guarantee. That has gone. Now High Court, I think today also have passed some order against the government that loan waiver. The erstwhile government not waiver redemption. They have, instead of waiving at one stroke, they have given 5-year bonds. 5th year bond, these people refuse to pay. Today, I think High Court ordered them to redeem immediately.
Mr. Vijay Sai Reddy seemed to suggest that the central leaders of the BJP are with him, are with the AP government in taking these decisions.
That is a big joke actually. Already we have clarified that there is no difference between central leaders' view and my view. I also belong to the part of central leadership, and it is, it is far from the truth what is said. That's very clear. So Mr. Vijay Sai Reddy has no business to use the names of Honorable Prime Minister or Honorable Home Minister. That is categorically I can say on behalf of Bharatiya Janata Party.
And the central government view is that PPAs should not be the revised,
Yes.
The revision of the tariff, that kind of negotiation is not good for business,
Yes.
not good for the state.
Yes, of course, they have also written a letter, and if this is the case, any amount of liberalization schemes we give under FDA and all, nobody will come forward. Because if today's agreement is if there is no value tomorrow, who is going to invest? Even PPA, Polavaram Project Authority also wrote a letter to the state government not to go ahead with this cancellation of the tenders and all. And moreover, their actions seems to be impulsive. That's my personal view. For example, Hydel project is supposed to come under the state government purview. Irrigation is supposed to be the Polavaram Project Authority. They have cancelled both, and they have called fresh tenders combining these two. They have no business to do. One comes under state government, the other one comes under central government. So that way, I just yesterday visited some of the areas, day before yesterday. It is something like, it's becoming like a ghost city. Most of all the constructions have stopped, and some of the contractors are taking away the loose material, whatever left over there. it is really in bad shape. And above these things, they should focus on governance, even flood management. I had been to some of the villages where flood affected. Flood management also, they have thoroughly failed. They should have not waited until some of the villages submergence. Every farmer, they are all not that greatly educated, but still they are saying last 40 years, 50 years we have been here. It has never happened like this.
Was there political motive? Is that what you are suggesting, or is
No,
it just?
I don't think that flood management is only mismanagement. What will they get by killing farmers' lands and all, crop basically? I don't think that is only inability to foresee. That time Honorable Chief Minister also was away, I think. All these people, instead of focusing to manage floods and to take care of the people who were stuck under floods, they were all doing politics surrounding Mr. Chandrababu Naidu's house. Who cares? Both the parties, both ruling as well as opposition party, both of them focused drones. All this is unwanted and untimely. This is not the way to do the governance. We can have difference of opinion about policies. We can always comment politically. The politics should be stopped once the elections are over. Post elections, both the ruling as well as opposition, they should get on to their
One final
job.
thing, you spoke about many of the project works looking like ghost cities. Where did you have an opportunity to see Amravati? At that time, it was being built as a dream capital.
Now, I think eventually it should come, but timelines I cannot comment, because the day of foundation stone laid, I was also party there. Then, day for yesterday only I visited. Even Amravati Secretariat also, I think hardly 5-6 times I must have gone to that secretariat, transit secretariat, to meet Chief Minister.
2,000 crores have gone into.
I am told about 39,000 crores worth of tenders they have called for, and 9,000 crores worth of works are completed. Out of which 6,000 crores were paid, 3,000 crores are already to be paid. That means liability have already created. And while that is there, the government should think of improving their revenues and bringing some positive projects into the state. I don't know, that is their business, that's what they think probably. Otherwise, I am also told that 40,000 crores payables are there now. And my personal serious concern is FRBM. FRBM, definitely they must have breached, or they must have touched 5 or so, as against the mandatory is 3. So this AP state is going to become another, many other states I don't want to name, but many other states also suffering because of this. So this is not the way to govern. That's what I feel.